Hello viewers, yes, this is Ranjana ma'am and you are watching, yes, it's mine as well as your channel. And again, one poem for my CBSE students, a photograph. It's quite a touching poem, sad in tone. Some of us, we have experienced this type of sadness in our lives, and what with this COVID making its rampage for the last 1.5 years, many of us have had several experiences of death in the family, death of a near one, a close one. So the poem is something related to it. The cardboard shows me how it was when the two girl cousins went paddling, each one holding one of my mother's hands, and she, the big girl, some 12 years or so. So the cardboard is actually, it may be a part of the album, a photo album. In those days, they had those photo albums, and on the cardboard, or it could be a framed picture. The frame, the glass must have broken, and then the picture has been pasted on the cardboard. So that is why it is written, the cardboard shows me how it was. So what does the cardboard show? On the cardboard is pasted the portrait of the mother, the photograph of the mother with her two girl cousins. When the two girl cousins went paddling, each one holding one of my mother's hands. So among these three, the mother is the senior most of them all. She is in the center, one hand to one cousin, another hand to another cousin. And how big is she? She is 12 years old. So she herself is quite young. Each one holding one of my mother's hand, and she, the big girl, some 12 years or so. So she is the big girl, and how old is she? Some 12 years or so. All three stood still to smile through their hair at the uncle with the camera. So it could be that a breeze was blowing on the seashore, and as such their hair, it was falling on their faces. So they smiled through their hair, and at the uncle with the camera. So there is an uncle who takes the photograph. It could be the parents, it could be the father of the girl cousins, Betty and Dolly. It could be the father of Betty and Dolly, so the uncle of the mother. So the uncle wants to capture this moment, so he takes a photograph. Most probably he tells them smile or say cheese, something like this. So all three of them, they laugh at, they smile at the uncle with the camera. A sweet face, my mother's. So the poet observes that at the age of 12, when this photograph of her mother was taken, she was a sweet girl. Her face was a sweet face. That was before I was born. Obviously, how could she be born? Because the mother was then just 12 years old. So that photograph was taken many years ago, when the mother was just a young girl of 12. So the poetess or the poet remembers looking at the photograph, tries to figure out that my mother when she was 12, and what a sweet face she had. A sweet face, my mother's, that was before I was born. And the sea, which appears to have changed less, washed their terribly transient feet. So they were standing at the sea beach, and the waves came, the sea waves came and washed their feet. Why has the feet being referred to as transient? Transient means which is subject to change. The feet of these three are subject to change because they are small. All living things, they undergo a process of growth and development. So The feet are transient. The feet won't remain of that same size. It will, as the child, as these three, they grow up, the feet also will become larger. But what is the difference? The sea has not changed much. Why? Because things of nature. The sea is eternal, it doesn't change much. Whereas the feet of these three, which were washed by the sea waters, the feet were transient. So, and the sea, which appears to have changed less. There is not much change in the sea. So many years later also there is not much change in the sea. It remains the same. But the feet of these three have changed. They have grown up into adults. So, next one, some 20, 30 years later, she'd laugh at the snapshot. See, Betty and Dolly, she would say, and look how they dressed us for the beach. So, the poet is not really able to remember when the mother had seen the photograph and laughed at it. So, it was much later. 20 or maybe 30 years after. So maybe the mother was that time 20 plus 12, 32, or 30 plus 12, 42 years of age, when suddenly she had seen this photograph and she had remembered the beach holiday, and she was quite amused. She laughed when she saw this. This is what happens to you also. Suppose you see some childhood picture of yours, maybe when you are 6 months or 1 year, a toddler, and you see and you must be remarking, oh my God, just see how I look. You feel amused, you laugh when you see, oh my God, did I really look like this? So same for her. When she sees her own picture along with her two girl cousins, which had been taken maybe some 20 or 30 years back, so she is very amused. She laughs and she says, see Betty and Dolly. So Betty and Dolly are her two girl cousins. On one side is Betty and the other side is Dolly, and look how they dressed us for the beach. So the parents most probably were quite eager to see them dressed for the beach. They were having a beach party and dressing them for the beach and taking snapshots. Why? To make this event a memorable one. The picture, see, if no picture had been taken, no photograph had been taken, they would have forgotten this. It would have escaped their mind. But since the photograph was taken, and that is why photographs are taken, so that they remind you of something special which had taken place earlier. So, the sea holiday was her past, mine is her laughter. Both wry with the labored ease of loss. Now she has been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived. And of this circumstance, there is nothing to say at all. Its silence silences. So, here what does the poet try to tell you? The beach holiday, the sea holiday was her past. Yeah. The sea holiday was the past of the mother. When the mother sees the photograph, she remembers of the past when she was 12 years old. Most probably she must be feeling a sense of loss. There were those childhood days, they were so lovely, how we had dressed for the beach party and our uncle taking our photograph. And life has changed so much since then. So while she sees that photograph and she laughs, and yet she must be feeling the loss of her childhood, the loss of the company of her cousins Betty and Dolly. God knows where they are. They might be in different places of the world, but that time these three were together, and the uncle who took their photograph. So all these things, they come to her mind the moment she sees the photograph. So that holiday, the sea holiday, was her past. 20 to 30 years later, when she sees it, she remembers. And what is past to the poet? Mine is her laughter. To the poet, The mother's laughter is the past. Why? Because the mother had laughed on seeing that photograph, but now when the poet sees the photograph again, she is reminded how her mother had laughed 20 to 30 years later after the photograph had been taken. And now she sees it and she remembers how her mother had laughed. So this is the past of the poet, as she remembers the laughter of the mother. The mother's past was the time when the photograph had been taken. The sea holiday was the past of the mother, and the mother's laughter on looking that photograph and feeling amused, that is the past for the poet. Why? Because she misses her mother. Her mother, she won't be able to hear that laughter again. Her mother is dead and gone. Some 12 years ago the mother had died. This line conveys that. Now she has been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived. That girl in the photograph lived for 12 years. That means her mother was 12 years in that photograph, and now the mother is dead for those many years. That means she is dead for the last 12 years. And that is why the laughter of the mother is the past of the poet, because she will never be able to hear that laughter of the mother again. As the mother will never be able, when the mother had laughed at the photograph, she knew that she would never be able to go back to those childhood days again. So there was a sense of loss. Though the mother had laughed, she had felt the sense of loss of her childhood. In the same way, when the poet sees the portrait for the second time, she feels the loss of her mother and the laughter. So this is past for her. And of this circumstance, there is nothing to say at all. It's silence silences. So this event, this painful event of the death of the mother is really very sad. The death of the mother is a very painful thing for the poet. So much so that she cannot utter a word. The death as if silences everything. So there is nothing to say at all. It's silence silences. So there is nothing to explain how the death of the mother affected the poet. So that the death of her mother, death has silenced her mother and also left the poet as if silent. Death has come and silenced the mother forever. She will never laugh again. And this fact, the sadness, the loss of her mother, has made the poet utterly speechless. This is a very painful event in the life of the poet. And that is why the poet says, and of this circumstance there is nothing to say at all. It's silence silences. So what a touching poem. So that is why we need photographs. Whether you click it through your mobile, or in those days we had those cameras and then they were pasted on the photo albums. Yes. Nowadays, so it's much better. You go for a video shoot, and then even if the person is dead, you can hear the person's laughter. But those were not the days when you could hear the laughter once the person was dead. Now you shoot a video of a person while talking and laughing and enjoying, and then once the person is gone also you can again see it. But those were different times. So the mother who had laughed on seeing that photograph, that laughter had become a part of the memory, that had become etched in the memory of the poet. She will never hear that laughter physically again coming from the mother. Why? Because death has silenced her. And of this event, of this incident, the poet is too sad to say anything, to speak anything. It has made the poet completely speechless. the death of the mother has left the poet speechless. Why? Because of the pain that the poet experienced. The mother's death has left a void in her life and has silenced her also. She is unable, though she feels the pain, she is unable to express it. So, what is the tone of the poem? The tone of the poem is a sad one. So, you get a question, comment on the tone of the poem. So, yes, you all know, you can understand that the poem, the tone of this poem is one of sadness. So, when the poet looks at the photograph of her mother pasted on that cardboard, she is reminded of her mother when she had seen this photograph and felt amused and laughed at it. Okay, so the mother sees the photograph for the second time, but the poet sees that photograph then for the first time 20 to 30 or maybe 20 or maybe 30 years later. So the poet is not yet, she doesn't remember exactly when it was that the mother had seen the photograph and had been amused and had laughed at it. So the mother is no more, and now the poet, when she sees it for the second time and she is reminded of the laughter of the mother who is no more, so she recalls how happy her mother had been, but the mother is not there anymore. So the tone is that of sadness. And then you have another question given in the book. What is the significance of the cardboard frame? So actually in those days, nowadays like you have all your photographs in the mobile and then you can go for those digital ones and all that. Technology has improved a lot. But in those days what happened? The photograph was pasted on the cardboard frame and then, yes, framed with glass on it. So the cardboard frame, or rather the photograph, it shows that human life is mortal. Human life is mortal. Whatever is born has to die. So photographs, they become a memory. Human life is transitory. It is not permanent. And then we have to rest satisfied with the photographs only, because the person is physically absent. The person has departed and is physically absent. So lack of lack of immortality, lack of the permanence. Human life is temporary, it's not permanent. And what emotions does the poet's mother have when she looks at the photograph? So when she looks at the photograph, what does she say? So she'd laugh at the snapshot. So when she saw the photograph, she laughed and she said, "See Betty and Dolly, and look how they dressed us for the beach." So the mother seems to be quite amused. She laughs as she sees, but behind her laughter is also a tinge of sadness, because this reminds her of the beach party or the sea holiday, which she will never be able to experience again. Gone are the days of childhood, they are her past. So there is a sense of loss. Yes, not only that, it can also refer to the innocence of her childhood. Innocence, playful. Yes, how they were smiling when the uncle told them to smile, look at the camera, the hair coming and falling on their faces, and how they had enjoyed their childhood. Childhood is full of fun and frolic, full of innocence and playfulness. And she must be missing those days when she sees and laughs, but behind the laughter there might be a feeling of loss also. What is silence and how has it silenced the poet? So, what is silence? So, actually, the mother's death. So, the poet's mother's death, yes, has silenced the poet. It is such a tragic event in her life that it has silenced her. So she has been left speechless. She doesn't know what to say. She feels the pain, but she is unable to utter it in words. She has become completely speechless. So these were some of the poems. So I am sure you must have understood the poem well. And yes, if you have not subscribed to my channel up till now, please do. And don't forget to press the like button once you have seen the video. And if you want, CBSE students, if you want more coming from me, please do subscribe and share wholeheartedly. I need my 100k. Okay, so next time most probably it will be the address, or we are not afraid to die if we can all die together or something. Most probably I'll go for address. So I have already done the portrait of a lady. I have done the Summer of the Beautiful White Horse. Today I did one poem, and the next one to follow will be, of course, yes, the address. So if you want me to come up more frequently, please share it with your friends and subscribe. And yes, I'm also taking my online classes for class 11 CBSE. If any of you are interested, you can write it to me in YouTube, and then I'll tell you how to contact me. So bye for the time being, and have a nice time.